Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I'm going to be giving you guys another episode of my follow-up series. A series where I take a video I have done in the past and respond to comments live in a video. Now, contrary to what many people may believe about this is not a video for you to debate the topic in a general sense, but it is in fact to maybe add or disagree / respond to things I talked about in this specific video. If you have not seen the original video that I'm covering today, which is How Strong Super Saiyan Bardock, please check it out, annotate it on the screen or in the description down below. Now let's cut the BS and get right into it. Okay, so the first comment I have here is from Don Unit, and he says, Goku's power level when he fought Ginyu was 180,000. You were greatly underestimating their power levels. Well, I'm actually not. I know what I'm talking about. And Goku's power level when he landed on Namek was 90,000. It shot up to 180,000 when he used Kaioken, and that's the end of that. This one comes from Jonathan Garcia. How about all power level related stuff is bullshit, and every Super Saiyan is around the same power because it's a whole new form and not a boost? Because if we are going by logic, Kid Trunks and Goten should be fucking weak. And they seem strong enough to take on 18 and be able to beat Frieza. Well, I mean, once you said Android 18, it kind of seemed irrelevant to even mention Frieza. And I don't quite understand where you got the idea that all Super Saiyans are around the same strength, because that's completely false. It's pretty clear that they are not around the same strength. There's varying differences of strength between them. Example, Goku at the Cell Games was far ahead of any of the other Super Saiyans aside from Gohan. I mean, you're basically saying that like all Super Saiyans are the same. Does that mean all Super Saiyan 2s would be the same? Super Saiyan 3s have the same strength? Because that's clearly not the case. Why would there ever be a need for fusion? Why would there ever be a need to train to get stronger if you can just go Super Saiyan and you're already at a set level? I don't quite understand this statement. This one comes from Gage Lord. I think the more damage recovered from a bigger Zenkai, I think he took a world-destroying hit from Frieza and survived, would give him a massive Zenkai. But math doesn't really work in Dragon Ball, so it's all subjective anyways. You're right, and quite honestly, there was a time, like a long time ago, where I thought, you know, maybe the more damage you receive leads to a bigger Zenkai. But generally, Zenkai boosts are really just a story, crutch really. When you get a Zenkai, it's basically to take on the guy that you last fought or an upcoming villain so you can be evenly matched on. There's no real formula. It's all estimates. That's why I said in the video, that's very inconsistent. I mean, a lot of people didn't quite understand that or register that in their brains, but it's interesting because Zenkais have varying differences on how much damage a person receives. Vegeta on Earth had he was crippled. That was one of the most damaged moments in his entire life. And it was also one of his weakest Zenkai boosts. So it's all, as you said, subjective and pretty inconsistent, really. This one comes from Novus Dundus. This is actually directly going in tune with what I just pretty much went over. I always thought Zenkai boosts scaled how strong the enemy was that defeated you, like a natural way to increase strength and help defeat what attacked you. So the bigger the power gap, the bigger the boost. Seeing how it was Frieza that defeated him in a pretty huge way, he was literally beat down so hard he went back in time. I'm assuming Bardock received a big boost to counter that help. And that's, again, a good point, and it's interesting because the way I thought of it, I should have actually mentioned this in the video, but I wanted to keep that video like condensed and flow nicely. But it should have been mentioned in like a tab on the side or something like that. I don't know. Is that Zenkai boosts, obviously after the Cell Saga, were not even mentioned. Doesn't mean they didn't happen, but they definitely weren't thought of anymore. The writers completely forgot, and it could be the same case for this Bardock special. We have no indication of how much stronger Bardock could have gotten. It's just a guess. I think if he got so much stronger that he'd be close to first form Frieza, which is 530,000, I think there'd be indication of that. And the fact that he got beat by Lord Chill in his base form, even though we don't know how strong Lord Chill is, hell, he could be stronger than Frieza for all we know. I doubt it. I think he's probably weaker. That's just my opinion. It, could be completely false. That's an opinion in itself. But it's clear that they didn't even, I don't even think they considered Zenkai Boost when they wrote this. But you make a good point. This one comes from Abraham M. Chaos. His people need to be at least 3 million to go Super Saiyan. Again, this isn't really, I'm not sure where this fabrication of this power level came from, where people think that you need to be a certain power level to go Super Saiyan. Teen Future Trunks in the manga went Super Saiyan and was training with Gohan in Gohan's base form, and Gohan was still dodging him like nothing, so Trunks was incredibly weak and he could go Super Saiyan. That was only in the manga. In the anime adaptation, of course, he goes Super Saiyan at the end. We don't see them train when he's a Super Saiyan necessarily, but there's never an indication that you need to be a certain power level to reach Super Saiyan. This one comes from whatever a mess of a name that is. Fuck you, Bardock. Bardock, SSJ beat final form Frieza at 100% Frieza. I mean, I could just leave it at there and you guys can just make your case, but I mean, this guy was pretty confident that Bardock could beat Frieza. He never made a point to argue as to why. He just kind of spammed my comment section and started a little chain of his own. He actually had about 15 messages in my spam box that were the same comment as this. And I mean, do I really even need to add anything to this comment? It kind of speaks for itself. So that's pretty much it for this follow-up video. Again, this is not your place to really debate the general topic that's on the original video, but you can debate what I discussed in this video. But please, if you're going to debate the topic in general, please direct it to the other video that is linked down below and annotate at the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I sound like an asshole, and you know what? That's kind of what makes this video fun. I am an asshole in real life, and this is me. So if you don't like that, then I guess you don't have to watch these types of videos. I really tried to find comments that I wouldn't exactly find negative, but when you're on YouTube, that's kind of hard to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.